Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Fanfic Nightmares that you haven't seen in a while because everyone hates me. So anyway, um, and because everyone hates me, I've had to find someone brand new to co-host. Say hi.
Hello.
This is Juke. Some of you may know him as the dude who shows up in the stream, says hi, and then immediately leaves because his dinner schedule is very strict.
Hey, I've got a life
It's
outside the
very,
internet.
very strict. But he always says hi. And really, isn't that more than what we can ask of people? How many of you say hi? That's right, none of you.
I've seen a couple people say hi in the
Shh,
chat.
shh. It's just you. No one else. Anyway.
Okay, so what are we reading tonight?
We're reading something that has been described to me as the Pokemon edition of My Immortal. And as it involves both Pokemon and My Immortal, I am now contractually obligated to read this thing. Also, it involves Homestuck characters. I know nothing about Homestuck. Do you know anything about Homestuck, Juke?
Never heard of it.
You never even heard of it. Great. All right. Well, apparently it features...
So I'm going in blind just like you are.
It's fine. I don't... honestly, outside of the names, I have this sinking feeling that this is going to have literally nothing to do with Homestuck. So we're just going to roll with that. Also, the title is fantastic. It's called Dave Stdider. Stdider. Dave something Pokemon TRANER.
The surname sounds like somebody who did STDs for a long while.
The description reads, Dave Form Homestuck goes on a Pokemon adventure.
I've got nothing to say.
Then what good are you? Chapter 1. The quest begins. Parentheses. Delted my story, stupid jerks, so I re-uploaded. Great. Ring riggin' the phone went. As Davy got out of bed, he pick-iced it up, and it was his fave Pokemon Professor Oak. Hey, Oak, how's it going? Dave asked. Very good, Dave.
I didn't realize Dave was a god in this.
Well, now you know. And really, isn't that all that really matters? Oka replied, it is time for you to come get a Pokermon. Which I assume is actually a Digimon. It's a poker, but it's like a Pokermon. That's its name. It's Pokermon.
Oh, I thought we were in the middle of playing a poker game. My bad.
Well, I mean, so was Pokermon. Now, Dave, so get to my lab, quick! Dave run to his lab in his pajamas. Parentheses, just lick Ash, lol. He was so in a hurry that he forgot his shandes on his dressert. Alright, a few things. I don't know what he's... Was he trying to say sandals?
I think he was trying to say shades. Like his shades for his glasses.
I looked up a picture of who this character is supposed to be, and I think that character does wear shades. So, I think you might be right. Dressert is supposed to be dresser, but I'm assuming that it's like a dresser that's actually made of ice cream. So it's a dressert.
Who knows? I mean, but it
Here,
doesn't matter.
Dave said as he brushed in Oak's door. I want a Pokemon now. Oak, Dave, Syed. He was dead serious. Sorry, Dave, Oak said. There are no more Pokemon left. Then why'd you call him? You took the time to call this one dude to bring him down there, and now there's no more Pokemon left. I think you're playing him, and really, that's rude. Not gonna lie, Oak.
Or maybe he just wanted to say hi. Who
But
knows?
I will let you pick any one from the poker decks, and you can use I in your adventure. Okay, there are no Pokemon left, but you can pick any from the Pokédex. So, there are no Pokemon, except there are all the Pokemon. Literally all of them. All of them!
Well, I know which one I would choose.
Well, I'm just floored by this, because it's like, there are no Pokemon, except there are all the Pokemon. Okay. Cool, Devi said. I choose you, Groundoon. Groundoon was a legend and very cool, so Dave picked him, and he was Aslos on fire because he knew Fire Blapst, which is a very strong mob, and there is so much to unpack from this. So Dave's starter is a legendary that knows Fire Blast, which makes it on fire perpetually, which is not a thing that Fire Blast does, but whatever. I'm just more thrown off by the fact that Oak just had a Groudon sitting around. Oh, sorry, Groundoon, which is apparently a Groudon fused with a Houndoon. That's what I'm taking from that.
Yeah, same here.
Dave went to left Oak's lab, but frisked Oak warned him and said, "Watch out for Team Bad." when Game Freak runs out of ideas, the new evil team will be Team Bad.
As if it couldn't be more blatantly obvious.
And their leaders Jack and Carcart. One of these names is not like the others. They were not to steal all the Pokemon and kill you. Great. Oh no, Dave said. This is not good. How can I be champ if I'm dead? Exactly, Oak said. You must avoid them at all costs. So Dav left, and he now had Groundoon. What will happen next?
Well, I guess we'll find out in the next chapter.
We're gonna two car part attacks. Car part?
Wasn't it Carcart?
I skimmed ahead, and it's about to get worse.
Oh, joy.
walked onto Route 1 with Groundoon. Good job, bro, Dave said after they killed a Rattata with Groundoon's Fizzer. Dave's Pokemon just grinned because he was cool like Tat. Suddenly, Kit Kat!
So he took a Kit Kat break?
That's the end of the sentence. It's just suddenly Kit Kat, which should be Kit Kat's new slogan and commercial line. I want marketing commission. Suddenly, Kit Kat! The candy bar just appears in your hand, which would be really awesome if that's how it worked. Because I could go for a Kit Kat. But I feel like that's not what
I just had one.
Hey Dave, I'm on Team Bad. You're going down, Car Kit said. And so far, I feel the need to stress that he has not spelled this name the same way more than once. Every single time he writes the name, it's different.
Which makes me question, does he have multiple personalities or something?
I think that's putting more thought into this than the author felt the need to. Oh no! Dave exclaimed. This is so bad, I'm gonna die. You have a legendary. I feel like you can handle this. Carry Cat, see what I mean? Every time. Sent out a Digimon. And Dave said that's not fair. What Digimon? I want to know what Digimon this he sent out. It's really important to me because you can't just say a Digimon. There's a lot of Digimon. And you just throw them into the Pokemon universe. And I feel the need to stress that I need to know which one we're talking about. Because there's a very real difference between Agumon and Beelzemon. Okay? Yes, it is. Kurt said. Every time. I will win now. Then Dave looked on in awe and saw Will Turner behind him.
Oh, great. Now it's Pirates of the Caribbean mixed into the bunch.
Wait, you can't... No, that's not a... What is happening? There's
my
no
theory
context.
My theory is that the multiverse is collapsing.
This is out of control. Like, at least Super Smash Bros. Had the benefit of it trying to be set in the Super Smash Bros. Universe, so it was already a crossover by default. Like, okay. I mean, it was still crazy on its own, but at least there, all the different characters being there, wasn't completely outlandish. This does not have the benefit of being based on a crossover. He was so radiant and cool with signing brown hair and was so hot, but Dave didn't think so because he was not gay. Is this gonna turn into Super Smash Bros. Again? Because that's kind of what it feels like. Will leapt forward and stabbed Karikat's Digimon with his sword. I will have my revenge, Karkart yelped before funning away. He got in a car and tired to run Dab over, but Dave was so fast, and Cat crashed into a wall, and he got hurt, but did not die.
At least they used Kit Kat twice this time.
He got away! Dave screamed at Will. No, Will said. He may beg gone, but we can still carry on our journey. Then, Will then joined Dave's party because he thought Dav was cool. They wailed a bit and got to Cerulean City. Instead of Misty, the gym leader was Link.
And now Zelda just got thrown in.
Why?
You know what I think?
Why are you like this? Why
it's like
are you like this? Why? What is...
I feel like the author just decided one day to play beer pong, and whatever balls landed in a certain cup category, that's what he decided to throw into the mix.
Fight me, Dave, and get the badge, Link said. Dave set out Groundoon, and Link set out...
Stdider.
No, there's a T there. Stdider. Stdider.
Stdider. It's hard to pronounce these when they're...
was no match for Groundoon Thog, and Link gave Dave the good badge. As opposed to the bad badge.
I wonder what the bad badge would look like.
I don't... Just a picture of the author's face. I shouldn't be rude about this, but yo, man, come on. I only ask you to try, and really, really, Dave has one bay now. How many Moreau can he get? Meanwhile, in Team Bad, Cat Track was in Team Bad HQ with Jack. What the hell happened? Jack asked. Dave is so...
Detrong.
Yeah, good enough. Strong. Carmart and we can't beat him. We must retreat. No, Jakak Syad, you are just weak. Let me handle him. Okay. It's later, but it's leet speak later. So it's L8R. Until then, activate the plan. Jakak laughed.
When they're saying the plan,
The
are they
plan.
meaning DeviantArt plan?
I mean, at this point, Chapter 3, Jakak's tarp. His plan involves just a tarp. I assume. Route 3 was very dangerful place. So dangerful. The dangeriest. So much danger everywhere. With lures of rocks and grassed. Dave and Will was waking along, trying a hard to avoid the many dangers. This cooks so hard, Will, Dave said. Yeah, bro, Will replied. There was not even and wilt Pokemon. I have no idea what that sentence was supposed to say. Then they saw Moon Mountain Cave. Wait, you went to Cerulean. That's... You know what? I'm not even going to worry about that. It's supposed to be Pewter, then Mount Moon, then Cerulean, but this did it backwards. But I'm just going to let it go. Because
Maybe they're deciding to backtrack.
It's not worth it. You know, with everything going on here, that's not worth it to me. Bro, we gotta go into cave, Will said. So they went in the cave, and it was dark. I can't see a thing. A thin, Dave said. That's why you need Flash G, Thor said. Thor's here? Is there really... Is Thor really here? Oh my god, I read ahead. Hold on. Thor said as he walked towards the two adventurers. I'll give you HM Flat now, Thor said, all sexy like.
I'm guessing it's the Thor God of Thunder.
It is, but... Okay, thanks, Dave replied. He took it, and Thor disappeared because he was a god and could do thar. Dave taught Flash to Groudon because Groudon was really cool and could learn Flash. You taught a legendary Flash?
Does it even work like that?
I'm not sure if he can learn it. It might be able to, but that's not really the issue to me. The issue is that Flash is completely friggin' useless. So, like, a legendary is like the last Pokemon you would ever give that to. Literally ever. They used it, and the Kavi lit up, and Jack was there. You fell into my trap, losers, Jakak yelled. The teleported Behig Dem and pulled the lever. A big net fell on Will, Dan, Dave, and Groudon. Oh no, the legendary Pokemon of the land is stuck under a net.
How will they ever escape?
Now you will never get the next badge because you are trapped in my net. Ha 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 ha! Is it that important that you stopped him from getting badges? Jakak? Jakak laughed more and disappeared. You just left them in the net. You're not even going to do anything. You just... No,
Worst villain plan ever.
No, we are tarped in the net. How will we get out? Dave asked. It's easy, Will said. We will call Officer Joy.
Don't they mean Officer Jenny? Because Joy is the nurse, isn't she?
Right. Yes, you are correct. That is where my brain was going. But this is
unless one of the Joys decided to break tradition and join the police.
All Joys must be nurses. They have no other option. For Yelp, and she will salve us because she is a police. No, Dave said. There is not of time. Groundoon, Flash. The net was destroyed. By Flash?
Okay, if they could break the net by just having him do Flash, why didn't they do it while Jakak was still there?
I don't really want to argue against the reasoning that Groundoon would have no... I'm saying Groundoon. Ground On would be able to destroy a net without any issues. My issue, follow me on this, is that Flash does no damage to anything. Of all the moves for him to use in that situation, again, that's the last one. The net was destroyed. Now we must get hit to the of Jim badge quickly, so they left the cave. Meanwhile, with Team Bad, Jakak was so mad. He was watching the two trainers from his TV in his base, and they escaped. Well, when you just throw a net on them and do nothing else...
If you really wanted to do something, you wouldn't have left.
The worst villain in the long, sad history of terrible villains. Cat Kit came and said, I know how to beat them. H.O. Jakak replied, it's easy. We have to take her away. What matters most? Dave's love, Brilliant Jack said. Let's do this. What are you talking about? Will Dave Getty his next GM bade? Finid out soon, one.